And finally, heavy snow is causing disruption in the north and east of Scotland and in the borders. Several schools are closed and many roads and rail links shut. Bad weather is also causing problems in the east of England and in North Yorkshire, where our correspondent Danny Savage is right now. Danny, first of all, the situation in Scotland, how bad is it?
Well, Sophie, the worst affected parts of Scotland seem to be the eastern side and the northern parts of Scotland at the moment. Shetland has been hit by snow. Many schools closed there. Inverness Airport was closed for much of the morning, although we've just heard that it has reopened. And coming further south down towards Dundee and Tayside, the council in Dundee say they're closing all their offices at 2 o'clock this afternoon because of the weather, and all the bus services in the city have stopped running because of the weather conditions as well. And we understand that many roads in that part of Scotland are seriously affected by snow this afternoon.
And in the north of England and the east of England, similar situation.
Yeah, particularly bad in Northumberland at the moment. Quite a few schools closed in that part of the country. The A1 is reported to be blocked by a couple of vehicles just south of Berwick. Lots of reports of snow falling in Newcastle city centre causing problems. Schools closed in parts of Durham and Teesside as well. And this is the general situation across North Yorkshire and the North East at the moment. Snow falling steadily, but most of the main roads seem fairly clear, particularly in North Yorkshire at the moment. But the further north you go towards Scotland is the worst affected areas, with roads suffering, schools closing and people getting stuck in the snow again.
Danny Savage in North Yorkshire, thank you very much. And over to you, Rob McElwee.
Thank you. A bit more snow than we were expecting, to be quite honest. Yes, there's a severe weather warning at the moment for Scotland and for the northeast of England, down to about the Humber, valid till just after dark, where you've seen the results already. There's about 4 inches in Perth, and anything up to that, I suppose, is possible up in the high ground of Yorkshire, this general northeastern area of the UK. Why, though? Why? Because we should have had a smooth warm front, which went warm on the left, cold on the right, and in the middle a sprinkling. But we've got this little tip on it, and that wave tip is what makes the difference between a little bit of sprinkling and more substantial snow. And this is the picture at 4 this afternoon. It'll still be snowing in Yorkshire and to a degree in Lincolnshire. Now, it would have stopped, I suspect, in most of Scotland by this time, but as you heard, it's already on the ground. A cold end to the day. If you're lucky, a bit of sunshine. Should have stopped in Shetland too. There's the line that makes the difference. In Northern Ireland, it's much warmer, it's all relative of course, 6 degrees, but a spot of drizzle no more than that. And that's true for most of Wales too. I think a good part of Lancashire and Manchester might be cold enough for snow, but Wales on the whole, the warmer side, and for Devon and Cornwall, 6s and 7s. Little chance of seeing the sunshine, I'm afraid, but you might encounter hill fog. There's the difference. Now, through southern England, whilst the sunshine slowly disappears and the cloud comes down, you'll see the first sprinkling of snow. We'll stay here because late afternoon and early evening the snow will fall through the London area too, down to Kent. It may turn back to rain for a time, but whilst it's falling a few hours, it'll be quite disruptive to your travel. It should happen just after rush hour for the capital, but not so clearly for somewhere like Cambridge. And then overnight, as that disappears, we're left with the proper division again. The clouds clear from Scotland down through northern England, the frost returns. You have the potential there for black ice tomorrow morning for very obvious reasons. But the division does last, as far as we can tell, for tomorrow. For Northern Ireland, Scotland on the western side, Wales and West England, cloudy, damp, mild. On the eastern side, sunny but cold. That's a far simpler forecast. Without any interruption to this division, that's how we last throughout Friday. It won't stay that way in the weekend. No, we have a toppling frontal system through Scotland, which will bring rain, snow on the hills only during Saturday, a fine-looking day further south. And on Sunday, it keeps travelling down through the North Sea, but because there's this big high building here, it's dragging its heels. So on Sunday, the picture is rather grey and damp for most of us. Best of all, I suspect, for sunshine, Cornwall, Devon, and maybe London. Oh, and in Northern Ireland too, eh? The immediate future, though, snow, as you know.
Rob, thank you very much.